What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kid Vision. We are back with the top 50 songs of my 2025. I have made a playlist of 50 songs, but before we get started, I just wanted to thank you guys for the great year. Go watch my top 10 albums of the year video. These videos usually don't perform too well because there's no clickbait, there's no hook. The algorithm doesn't like these. So if you're watching this, thank you so much for your support. You're a real one. I have two disclaimers before I start. Obviously, this is my opinion. I haven't heard every song in existence that came out in 2025, so if I miss one, comment it below and other people can listen to it. I can listen to it. We can share music. I also included Kendrick Lamar's GNX on here, even though it didn't come out in 2025. I think that's the only thing I have on here like that, and it's because I didn't put it in my lists last year, and also I did the same for albums this year if you watch that video. So spoiler, it was one of my favorite albums of the year in that video. All right, honorable mentions. I just have two because they actually used to be on this playlist and I took them off for some other things. I took them off because they're very overplayed and kind of vanilla, but I respect them as songs and what they did for the world this year. It was Die With A Smile by Lady Gaga and Golden by Huntrix because those two songs had such big moments of the year, and I do like them as songs, but they are being overplayed and they did not fit my playlist here. They stood out like sore thumbs, so I took them off. Everyone's gonna hate me for starting off with this, but at number 50, we have Doot Doot 6-7. Obviously, this was a big moment in the year. 6-7 was Webster's word in the dictionary of the year, which is even more ridiculous, and kids are still saying it, but ever since parents started saying this, like, it's become not cool, so hopefully it dies off soon. But I know the whole origin of like the term and everything. I won't get into that, but this song has such an atmosphere, and it's like Skrill is like super drugged out usually, and he doesn't hold back on this song. It's just like a bunch of crazy ad-libs, but the atmosphere is kind of cool, and it did spawn the meme. But at the end of the day, I've only listened to this like 6 or 7 times. So okay, I changed my little graphic down here to include like the number we're on in the playlist, so hopefully that's an improvement for your guys' viewing experience. But at 49, we have Fuck Being Sad by St. John. I reacted to this on the channel. You can go watch it. This was my favorite song off of the album. Didn't come back to the album really, but great anthem. Good. It's called Fuck Being Sad, but it is kind of a sad song, which is ironic, but go listen to that. 48, we have Protect the Cross by JPEG Mafia. He didn't do a whole lot this year. He came out with like Scaring the Hoes Deluxe, which I never really came back to, but this song was for the deluxe, and the bass album was my favorite album of the year last year if you go see that video. So this had to be on there. The reason it's at 48 is because it's the drums aren't mixed very well. Like, it doesn't really slap in the car, but I love the energy he brings, and that's why I listen to JPEG Mafia. So 47, we have What Was That by Lorde. The reason this is so low on my list is because I listened to this whole album. I did the whole rollout on the channel. I really liked this as a lead single. It sounded free and it sounded like old Lorde. And then when the album came out, I was kind of disappointed. I never really came back to the album, but I do like this song and its meaning. And I really like the video. So this was a cool moment of the year for me. 46, we have Unlimited by Nav and Playboi Carti. Not the biggest Nav fan, but I saw Playboi Carti. He was one of my top artists of the year, so I had to listen to this, and it is a really fun song. Like, it's a very happy kind of production, and the ad-libs with like the gun sound effects and the hook, it goes really well, and it like scratches an itch I didn't know I had. I almost moved on without even mentioning The Weeknd is on this song as well, and he does like an outro that's like heavenly, bro. I feel like I'm ascending when I get to that part of the song. It's just like 45, we got Dark Thoughts by Lil Tecca. I heard this in public like a handful of times this year, and I see why. Like, I never thought Lil Tecca would have like a comeback like this, so that was pretty cool, and that shock factor alone kind of made my list. But this is a overall good song. It's a very unique sounding song. He definitely took like a different path with this, but it's definitely a banger that I love to play in the car, and it just shows his versatility and his promise to like still make these bangers. But 44, we have Wash by Jon Bellion. Shout out. I did not even include this album in my top 10 list, and that's because I didn't really go back to it. I came back to like 2 or 3 songs on it, and I was really let down because I waited like 7 years or whatever it was for this album. That's an exaggeration. I think it was actually like 4 or 5. Was kind of disappointed by the album. Like, it's a good album. Obviously, like, Jon Bellion's never going to make a bad album, but it just didn't really captivate me. But Wash was a really cool video, and it is silky smooth, and it takes me to like this comforting place. And so that's why I made it on my top 50. It's very replayable too. 43. This might piss some people off because this is probably higher up on a lot of people's lists if they listen to rap, but The Birds Don't Sing by Clips. Oh my God. A song about 2 brothers finding their parents dead, like, and how they cope with it. It's so depressing, and that's why it's so low on my list. I don't listen to this song. I cried the first time I heard it on the channel. You can go watch that. It was so like soul crushing, and yeah, it's a beautiful song. They performed it at the Vatican this year. That was a cool moment. I guess that alone puts it on my list. Like, this is an important song. Oh, Stevie Wonder talking at the end, like, just broke me. But you'll see more from this album on my list. Don't worry. 42, one that probably not many people know, which I'm excited to share with you, was Digital Daydream by Chitra. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I found this on TikTok. The algorithm helped me out here. I saw she came out with like a ton of videos showing the creation of this and her just vibing in her room. And this song is like beautiful. The atmosphere in this song is incredible. If you guys have ever heard FKA Twigs, I reacted to that album on the channel as well. This is very similar to that style of music. It's like tripped out, like, it's almost psychedelic, but it's very synthetic, very like robotic vocal effects, and it just sets the atmosphere like instantly. And I love listening to this in the car. It's definitely a vibe. 41, we got Nola by a whole lot of people, but it's on Kevin Abstract's album. Quadeca produced this, one of my favorite artists. If you guys watch the channel, he's always in my like top 10 albums list the last 3 years, but produced by Quadeca, has a JPEG Mafia feature, which I loved, and a bunch of other people that killed it. This song is crazy. It is exactly what I wanted from like a posse cut like this, and I did find myself coming back to like a few songs on this album, but the album as a whole kind of fell flat for me, sadly. But I wanted this to represent that album. Number 40, we have Victory Lap by Fred again. This is kind of like a twist for me because I don't really listen to like whatever genre, I guess EDM, subgenre of EDM. This was produced by Plaqueboy Max and Fred again, and that was pretty cool because like I'm just really tapped in with like the Twitch streamer kind of scene culture. So that was cool to see Plaqueboy Max do so well. This is nominated for a Grammy. It's just a fun bouncy song that makes me happy, and Skepta kills it, and yeah, they did their thing on this. Number 39, the first GNX song, we have Reincarnated. I put this lower than the other GNX songs on my list. I'm not going to spoil how many there are, but it's because this isn't the most replayable on the album, but I respect the hell out of this song. Not many people can make a song like this other than Kendrick. He channeled his inner Tupac. The storytelling is incredible. The religious elements just make it like that much more powerful, rapping from the perspective of like 3 different people, but they're all connected through God and, you know, temptation and things like that. It's just crazy. It's so much packed into a song, and the beat is incredible. That piano, mwah. Coming in at number 38, we have Chapter 16 by Dave, a very recent song. His collab with Kano. Super cool storytelling song as well, back to back here. They're in a restaurant, they're just having a conversation about fame and their legacy, and yeah, this hit me hard when did I react to this? I think I reacted to this on the channel. Go watch that. They both flowed like crazy over here. It's just a fun song, and that instrumental does something for me. It's very emotional. I don't know why, because it sounds like a happier song, but it is kind of like emotional if you think about it. But coming in at number 37, though, the title track off of the Jon Bellion album, it still boggles my mind how there's like a very smooth beat switch, like back and forth throughout this song. There's like almost two beats that it switches off of, and one is like this haunting vocal sample that's like super groovy, and then the other one is like this piano that's like uplifting, and it like seamlessly switches between them. And it's just a crazy song about, like, the theme is to be like a good father figure for your kids, but there's like some other meanings as well, like just being a better person, even if nobody notices, and like not spending all your money on a fancy car, because you have to support other things in your life. I don't know. I don't agree with a lot of the lyrics. It's kind of like a cryptic kind of meaning, not very straightforward. And it's kind of weird for a title track. So I don't know. That's why it was at 37. But coming in at number 36, we got Dumbo by Travis Scott. A lot of people didn't like this album. I thought this was a banger. I listened to it a ton this year. The instrumental is amazing. Whatever that is, like those keys that are like super high pitch and kind of, there's some dissonance in the two keys. It's like the main melody is like two keys next to each other on the keyboard or something. It's crazy. But the 808 coming in, whew. Yeah, this is one that slaps in the car, and this definitely gets it some points. But number 35, we have Butterfly by Rich Brian. I reacted to this on the channel. Didn't come back to this album as much as I thought I would, but this was my favorite song on it. Stand out for sure. Always puts me in a good mood. The melody the synths make is so uplifting, and when the drums come in, it's so good. Like that build up to when the drums come in. But the song does kind of fall off like after the first half for me, and that's why it's kind of so low on the list. It's still a vibe, like it doesn't ruin the song, but like I always come back to this song for that one part at the beginning where the drums come in. Coming in at number 34, another Jon Bellion song. Spoiler alert, I think this might be the last one. Kid Again was a crazy moment of the year because I remember reacting to the How It's Made video. And he came out with a video where he showed this entire song's creation, and that was like the coolest thing I've ever seen. It showed him like playing with the sample, making the sample, just the crew in the studio, the choir that came in. It was such a cool way to like announce his that he's back, and he was like released by his label for like full creative control again. Like it was just a really cool moment for his career. Coming in at number 3, the first Weeknd song, Open Hearts. Saw this live at US Bank Stadium this year. It was amazing. This is the transition from Baptized in Fear to this, one of my favorite moments of the year. I remember reacting to that the first time. It was so cool. And this is my favorite, actually my second favorite on the album. And it's just that groove in the it's like a slap bass almost. Whatever that is so good with the synths as well. The production on this song is incredible, along with the melody and the hook. I get that stuck in my head all the time. Number 32, we got Die Trying by Drake and Party Next Door. Yeah, I didn't expect this from Drake. Usually when he makes songs like this, it's like super cheesy. And Yebba, shout out. But yeah, this is such like it's a singer-songwriter song. It makes me feel happy kind of, but I think the lyrics are pretty sad. The melodies in here are S tier. Like Party Next Door did his thing on here, and Drake's melody in those verses gets stuck in my head all the time. Like it's so simple, and it's so effective. Coming in at number 31, we have The Boy Who Played the Harp, the title track off of Dave's new album. This was my favorite song on the album. It tied everything together. It was a crazy conceptual song about him kind of like thinking what he would do for the culture and like an activist in other periods in time. It's so crazy. And then he has like a realization that like, Oh, I don't know what I would do. Like, I would like to think I would do some meaningful stuff in other periods in time, but like, look at what I'm doing now. Like, I'm trying my best, and I'm still not like getting through to everybody, even though I'm on like this world stage, everybody listening. But I'm doing the best I can. It's kind of like what I took from it. Like, I could probably dive deeper. It's been a while since I've like really dug through the lyrics, but like that's the gist of it. And yeah, you can hear like the urgency in his delivery too, which like matches the concept. It's super cool. And then he ends with the legend of the boy who played the harp is like the last lyric on the entire album. Is like a perfect full circle moment. It's just like really, really cool. Coming in at number 30, we got the first Playboi Carti song off Music. Saw this live as well. Much catchier than Timeless, their other collab, which didn't even make it on my list because I actually end up skipping that in the track list when I listen to The Weeknd's album. I know a lot of people probably love that song to death, but didn't make my list. But rather lie though. Playboi Carti taking a more like traditional approach to his delivery, which you don't always hear from him. But this hook just kind of like took the world by storm this year. There's a lot of memes. Yeah, it just gets stuck in my head all the time. So 29, we got Emergence by Sleep Token. First Sleep Token song. This song does everything. It starts off so soft with like a very catchy melody, and then it just drops in this weird syncopated like kick drum rhythm, and the delivery and the vocals, it's so good, and the effects on the vocals are so crisp. And yeah, this song slaps in the car as well. Number 28, In the Flesh by Aries. This was the lead single off of his album that came out this year that you can go watch my reaction to. Super catchy, super cool music video. He definitely set the scene for like the concept of the album. When he says the brown boy's never been this fine, and then the drums come in and like the shattered glass sound effect right after that, that is the moment. That is the moment I come back for. Number 27, Things Behind Things Behind Things by Bon Iver. This album, one of my albums of the year, I think I put it at number 3. And this is how it starts off. Like, are you kidding me? This is like the most just somber singer-songwriter, like folk song. It's so beautiful. I could see people doing covers of this song for years to come, but sadly, I don't think this song really took off as much as some of the other ones on the album. But like, this is one of my favorite songs on it. I listen to this on walks. It's so relaxing. It puts life in perspective. It definitely starts making me think about like existential stuff. I don't know. It's one of those type of songs. Number 26, we have Foregone by Quedeca. You can't see it very well, but the vinyl's right there. One of my albums of the year as well. And Foregone is a masterpiece, bro. I'll say it. Masterpiece. It's crazy that it's this low on my list and I'm calling it a masterpiece, but it's because there's multiple songs on this album on here. This is like 8 minutes long. The music video definitely adds to it. He's playing a piano on the beach and the waves sweep him away at the end. It's like a very emotional song. I could see lots of people dancing to this for their first dances at weddings. So beautiful. Just go listen to it. I can't even put it into words. Number 25, a big U-turn. We got Won't Stop by Gunna. One of the bangers of the year. I hear this in public at sports games. I think it deserves a spot on this list because in typical Gunna fashion, keeps the same flow like the entire song, but he found a good one and he stuck with it, and that's as much as I can say about it. Coming in at number 4, we got Bodies by Offset featuring JID. This was one of the coolest moments in rap this year. Honestly, wasn't a great year for rap. I'll just say that, but this was one of the highlights. I remember him performing this with what's the band's name? Drowning Pool on Jimmy Fallon, and that was so cool. Like, he did a live version that also came out on streaming sites, but this is the lead single off his album, which was a decently good album. I didn't have any other songs on it on this list, but Bodies was so cool. JID kills his verse, and the music video, so high production. Number 23, Squabble Up, performed at the Super Bowl. It's obvious why this is on my list. It's just like the first teaser of the album we really got, and this is like a West Coast anthem at this point. It is so bouncy. It is so fun. I can rap every word of this song. Like, I have listened to this song an unhealthy amount of times. I don't think I need to say much else about this song. Everyone knows this at this point, I think. Number 22, we have Greedy. This might make a lot of people mad because this is pretty high up on my list, but like, this is my favorite R&B song of the year, if you want to call it that. The mood and vibe that this song creates is incredible. The melody Drake uses in the first half of the song, it's like, that might be my favorite type of Drake. I don't know. There's like two sides of Drake, like super aggressive Drake, but then like this somber, moody, like Marvin's Room is a great example of that. Like, that is one of his biggest songs, and it's because of the same exact reason. And then the end of the song is so beautiful with like the strings and just everything comes in and it like washes away, and it's the outro to the album. So it's like, I didn't expect that type of production on a Drake song, and it's so beautiful, but like the highlight for me is that melody at the very beginning Drake uses. Number 21, we got Funny Papers by Mac Miller. Balloonerism, an amazing treat this year. I said in my top 10 albums of the year video that the album as a whole wasn't my favorite, but I come back to a few songs on here, and Funny Papers was my favorite. That piano does something. That piano does something to my emotions. It is very emotional. And the most haunting lyric ever is, I never thought people died on a Friday, or whatever he says. And he did die on a Friday. That really hit. It struck a chord. I'll say that. But such a beautiful song. The songwriting and storytelling is incredible. Number 20, top 20, we got Yukon by Justin Bieber. Huge moment for pop music this year. This was everywhere on social media. Definitely a mainstream song of the year, and I think it deserves its flowers because it is a risk to like pitch your vocals up and have it like become a big hit like this, but that melody is so catchy. And I found myself like covering this song, like this song is so fun to sing. But yeah, lots of people making covers of this because of that super catchy melody. Number 19, we got Big Pope by Tyler the Creator and Skateboard P. Super, super cool to see like Pharrell Williams like alter ego like skateboard show up on the act like and credited. That's super cool. This was my favorite song from the album Don't Tap the Glass. I don't know what other people think about that take, but this song slaps, and the music video was super cool. Definitely one of the bangers of the year. And then coming in right at number 8 is another one of the bangers of the year by Drake. I don't know when Iceman is coming out. He's been teasing it for like way too long, but What Did I Miss? I've been playing like on repeat since it came out. This is so fun to just rap to. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people maybe didn't like this song, but it just scratched an itch for me for some reason. It's like the type of Drake I just talked about earlier, like the aggressive Drake where like he has some one-liners that hit. Number 17, we have Cry For Me by The Weeknd, my favorite song off of Hurry Up Tomorrow. I don't even think it was a single. I don't think he came out with like barely any singles other than Timeless. But this was so cool, and what a good way to like start off the album. Like, this is the second song. The reason it's so high up on my list, the reason I came back to this song so much is like the very end when he pitches his vocals down and does the hook like that, and it's like there's like a low pass filter on it. That slaps so much when the drums come in, and this was definitely one of the catchiest songs of the year. I sing this all the time. Coming in at number 16, we got Jeep by Token. I didn't think a Token song would be this replayable, but the beat for this sounds so good no matter where you play it. I don't know who produced this. Actually, let's shout him out. I'll figure it out right now. Produced by Young Lees. Young Lees. Spelled very strangely. Never heard of him, but kudos. The flow he uses on here, incredible. Even the feature by Tara Reid, amazing. Like, this is a flow show. And the beat makes it like that much better. So go listen to this. This is like one of my favorite bangers of the year. Coming in at number 15, Dracula by Tame Impala. The only song I really come back to off of this album. The music video is so haunting. If you're new to the channel, you probably don't know this. I was born on Halloween. It's my favorite time of year. This video like was so cool and so haunting, and just so baller because he's just like walking like nothing's happening, you know? Like he has so much swag in this music video, and I played this all like the entire month of October. I still do. It's on my Halloween playlist now. But yeah, definitely one of the moments of the year. Whenever we get a generational Halloween song, like it's got to go on my top songs of the year list. Number 14, we have Godstained. And this is a crazy take for me because this was actually my most played song of the year. According to Spotify Wrapped, I played this song more than any other song. And it's at 14. I can't explain it. I feel like all the songs above this just hit harder emotionally, or like, I don't know, but this song does kind of have a strange start to it. Like, I don't like the start of this song as much as when like the drums finally come in, and that sets the mood finally. But like, there's some like weird melody choices, I guess. But I'm like really nitpicking. Obviously, my 14th favorite song of the year, my most listened to. Like, it's an incredible song. The strings and the songwriting and the melodies he picks, amazing lead single to this album. Number 13, we have Great Pretender by Dominic Fike. I can sing every lyric of this song. This might be my favorite pop song of the year. I don't know if you can call anything above this a pop song. Perfect Dominic Fike song. Like, if you like Dominic Fike, you're going to like this song. I think this was the lead single. But yeah, there's just something about this song that like really stuck with me. But yeah, he picks some like interesting vocal inflections, but they work so well. And so in other words, the hook is catchy, but also the verses are catchy. And that's like a deadly combo for a song under 3 minutes, especially by Dominic Fike, who's like historically one of my favorite pop singers. Coming in at number 12, we have TV Off by Kendrick Lamar. This is my favorite song off of GNX. I remember listening to this for the very first time. It was performed at the Super Bowl. Like, I like this more than Not Like Us. I'll say it. This was a great follow-up with DJ Mustard. Obviously, the Mustard meme, super big culturally. But this song is just, it's so fun to rap to. I can rap every word. And yeah, just a very big moment for Kendrick Lamar. It might win some Grammys in February. Coming in at number 11, we have Day One by Bon Iver. My favorite song off of this album. It was super hard to pick my favorite off of this album, but I went with this one because it is just amazing features by Dijon and Flock of Dimes as well. Like, you can barely even tell they're there because of how smooth their features are. Like, but the sample, like that vocal sample that works with the beat, is so memorable and so good, and just the melodies he uses, and you can hear Bon Iver's delivery is like, so there's so much emotion in it. Like, you can hear it when he like yells towards the end, like the last hook. It's so good. Just everything about this song. Like, we're getting to the point in my list, like we're almost at the top 10. Everything about all of these songs is like perfect to me. This song will never fail to put me in a good mood, and that is why I adore this song. All right, coming in at number 10, top 10 of the year. This is a big moment. We have Anesthesia by Aries. This is a very recent song, and it made it this high because I am already covering this song. I love singing this in the shower, in the car. Like, it starts off so low key, and he sounds like he's far away from the mic, and it sets the mood perfectly. And then it just hit, and then his vocals like come back, and they're super crisp and clear when he finally starts like the first verse. And then the hook is so good, and it's so emotional, but it's catchy at the same time. And it's like almost a cry for help, is like the hook in the song, and it's very emotional. But man, is this song catchy, and anybody could cover this song and it would sound good. This went super viral, like even before it came out. Like, it was leaked, and he has like 3 or 4 versions of this song, and I fully understand why, because no matter what vibe you put behind this song, it's going to sound incredible, and the songwriting is amazing. Number 9, we have Back on You by Joe. I can't believe this is the only song I put on this list. I kind of regret that because there's some other really good songs on this album. This was one of my favorite albums of the year. It made it on my albums of the year list. But This is the only song I had on there. Back on You is just a song about him showing thanks and Joe expressing like how much his family means to him. Like his sisters are on this song. Like it sounds like a chorus, but it's just his sisters singing. He has 3 younger sisters, and this song is a testament to them and how they made him a better man. And then the second verse is him giving his brother-in-law kudos and saying how he's like the brother he never had. It's like super emotional, and just like the sentiment of this song is beautiful. And then the end part when the string section is like, it's the most grand ending to a song. It's so beautiful. Like it sets a vibe. And yeah, I'd say this is like one of the most emotional songs of the year for me. I'm looking at all of the songs above this, and none of them come close to that vibe. It made me a Joe fan. I'll say that. I have listened to Joe's last album that went like super, viral, but this really made me a Joe fan, and it made me listen to the entire album like over and over again. Coming in at number 8, we have Chains and Whips by Clips featuring Kendrick Lamar. All 3 rappers just have amazing verses, and the instrumental, there's so much to say about this instrumental. There's like a sample, there's like an old school sample. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but this instrumental is incredible, sets a mood. The atmosphere in this song is like menacing, like they all sound hungry, and just it's aggressive. And the rhyme scheme that Kendrick comes with, like the Gen rhyme scheme, is insane. Like I saw that written down, like the lyrics, and like one of those lyrical breakdown videos. Oh my God, how did he write that? I would say like top 5 rap song of the year in like anyone's list. It should be. If it's not in your top 5 rap songs of the year, like you're wrong. Coming in at number 7, we have "The Wizard" by Travis Scott. This is my alarm in the morning. I'll say it. It's still not getting old. Some of you might be like, why would you put one of your favorite songs as your alarm in the morning? It's gonna ruin it. Hasn't ruined it. That's how I know it's a good song. Just the instrumental is so good. It like slowly wakes me up in the morning, but it's like a banger, so it gets me out of bed at the same time. This was on the deluxe of Jack Boys 2. I know people didn't like this album, but like this song is so good. One of the most atmospheric, moody, hard-hitting instrumentals of the year, and with Travis's typical, like vocal effects over the top of it, it's so good. And then he like hums over the beat switch where it feels like you're ascending. Coming in at number 6, this is my second most listened to song of the entire year. I've never listened to Selena Gomez, don't get it twisted. This is the only song by... Actually, she has that song by Zedd I listened to like all of high school. Amazing song on True Colors by Zedd, by the way. But Bluest Flame, this captivated me because I saw Benny Blanco post some videos of this before it came out. Like he showed himself like looping it on TikTok and like making the song. This is like the most poppy production, but at the same time the production evolves. Every single sound in this song is perfect. It's so catchy, and the song constantly evolves because she is kind of saying like the same thing over and over again, but like the way Benny Blanco builds the production is incredible. Very unexpected artist to be in my top 10 songs of the year, but it made it. Number 5, we have Evil Jordan by Playboi Carti. My anthem this year, bro. I don't know why I like this song so much, but it just scratches that itch of like why people like Playboi Carti. The intro is so cool, and that beat, when the beat comes in, that is like the best transition of the year for me. It hits every single time like I'm listening to it for the first time, and I can rap every word of this. I don't know how or why, but I can rap every word, and it's funny because it's Playboi Carti and nobody can usually understand what he's saying, but I can do it. This song makes me feel invincible. It's a banger. I listen to this in the car like all the time on the way to work, and I saw it live this year, and that was like, it brings me back to that cool moment in US Bank Stadium. So coming in at number 4, we have Community by JID featuring Clips. This is the only song off of JID's album that I had on this list, which some people might think is crazy, but I explained in my top 10 albums of the year list that I don't really come back to God Does Like Ugly that much, and I don't know why. I can't even put my finger on it till this day. I can't rationalize it. But Glory is another song that was on this playlist, but I took it off because I really don't come back to it that much, but I respect the song. But Community, oh my God, we've never heard JID like this before. Clips and Malice have incredible verses. Like Malice might be the rapper of the year. I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it at all. Like Malice could be the rapper of the year. His verse is so good. This song has a lot of meaning behind it. Just coming up in the hood, Section 8, living, and so many quotables on it. I don't give a fuck about no industry beef. Nobody gave a fuck when Tay was dead in the street. I see her rap cap and I unscrew things, and then I put a bullet in Bob the fucking Builder. That was like the meme. That was so funny this year that became a meme. But yeah, everything about this song killed it. Everyone killed it. Coming in at number 3, some of you might have forgotten about it, but we have Clouds by J. Cole. This is a master class of rapping. Like, this proves why J. Cole might be the best rapper alive still. Like, I'm convinced. I'm a big J. Cole fan, so I'm definitely biased. I got that vinyl this year. That was super cool. 10th anniversary of 2014 Forest Hills Drive. But Clouds, man, oh my God. He's talking about so much real shit. And the rhyme schemes he picks, it blows your mind. It's like, how does a human being write this? And everything makes perfect sense, and it tells you a story. And he's shining a light on things people don't typically think about. He gets so deep with it. But the hook is like a smoker anthem. It's like such a weird combination of things, but it sounds like it feels like I'm floating whenever I hear that hook. And that's why it's called Clouds, you know? And it's a play on words because loud, you know, it's like a smoker anthem is spelled in clouds. Anyway, everything about that song is perfect in my eyes. Coming in at number 2, we have Caramel by Sleep Token. My favorite song off of Even in Arcadia. And the reason this is so high is because this made me a Sleep Token fan, and rock is a genre I have not been into a whole lot lately, but it got me back into the genre of rock. And whenever a song gets you into a genre, like, it deserves to be in your top 10. Like, this turned a new leaf for me. This song has everything, you know, catchy melodies, emotional lyrics, but then it hits you hard in the face, and then there's like screamo at the end. It's like, it does everything. It shows Sleep Token's versatility perfectly, and the concept of this song is so cool too, because he's talking directly to the fans, which he's usually like in character. I love singing this song. It's a banger, but at the same time it's emotional. It does everything. It just does everything. That's why it's at number 2. And my favorite song of the year, drum roll please, So Be It by Clips. My favorite song of the year, favorite rap song, obviously. I can rap this whole thing. It is so fun to rap because of Pusha's first verse. Oh my God. So, and the video brings it to new heights. It's like the cleanest video, like most baller video. It's all in black and white. It looks clean as hell. It's just everything about this song. I can't even put it into words. It makes me feel on top of the world. It makes me feel invincible. And the fact that I can like rap the whole thing proves like it should be my top song of the year. The fact that Clips made this good of a comeback after 2 decades of being gone from music, like it shows you how good they actually are, and that shock factor alone like puts them up there in a lot of people's lists. Like, they still got it, and it's so cool to say that. But yeah, So Be It, my favorite song of the year, and it'll never get old for me. Never ever. And there you have it, guys. I tried to keep it short from song to song. Top 10 probably took a little longer than I would have liked, but I've been recording for 53 minutes. That's a lot of talking. So if you made it this far in the video, please like the video, subscribe even. Please leave a comment of your favorite song of the year. What do you agree with my list? I know there's going to be a lot people disagree with. That's just natural for a list like this because it's all opinions. But let's bring some positivity. Like, I'd be interested to see what you guys agree with the most, because that's always an interesting thing because people are quick to be like, oh, what about this? What about this album? But not a lot of people say what they agree with the most. Like, what did I get right? I do have a lot of hot takes on this list, so I'd be interested to hear that. Have a great holiday, guys, and a happy new year. I wanted to save this for the end of the video, but like, I know I've been distant from the channel. It's my New Year's resolution to like be more active, consistently upload on the channel. It's been pretty hard towards the end of the year because I bought a house. There's lots of changes in my life. I'm dating someone that takes a lot of time and energy. My work is consuming me. It's like a lot for me. So thank you all for understanding. I do plan on sticking around. Like, I don't plan on getting rid of the channel or like anything like that. So just know that. Love you guys. If you're still around, thank you for listening to all my rants. I'll try to cut it up so I'm not like rambling or stuttering or whatever, because I know in long form videos like this, it can get annoying listening to one person's voice for that long. So have a great weekend. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. And I will see you next time for some new music reactions. All right. Peace.